QT Marteau is going to be leading him off as it is 5 red lights as we are green, green, green. It's a bad start by Marteau. He spins up the wheels and he falls all the way down. And he's still going down. He's hit. Marteau is in the wall. Marteau is in the wall and he's in the middle of the track. We got a big crash. And unfortunately, you get to see he's just trying to fight it. It's just too much power. The dust is on the inside, on the outside of the track. He got hit on the inside trying to recover the car. And then we know how good he is and we know how fast he is, but can he be consistent enough to make these overtakes and patient enough? Because this corner is very patience intensive. You see, he wanted to dive it up to the inside right there, but it was blocked by QT. So he's going to look down towards the inside. A big send opportunity into the hairpin. You see how much speed that he takes, blasting past the yellow lines right there. You know, this is the IndyCar track, so track limits aren't really a thing. They're just a mild suggestion.
As we just cut to Lucas Maruk trying to go for a move on Hanaper for 5th place, and he just about gets it done. That was very tight and twisty through there, but he managed to squeeze his way past, and he's now up into 5th place. He probably gave it too much mustard.
Oh, the mustard was all over the place. We got a almost new leader. Tony Jimenez and Samuel Hermer swapping spots with each other.
I think that might have been a mistake for Tony Jimenez. He's about...
Did he get into the grass? And this is what happened to Tony Jimenez up front. Samuel Hermer heading into turns 2, just getting a really big look. And Tony doesn't give him. Oh, he just caught a little bit of dirt on the outside right there.
I just love watching these guys race each other and crash into each other all the time. It's so fun. As Evan Way sets himself up for a move going into the hairpin.
Watch out, Evan hops over the curb at the hairpin, and right behind him, here comes Luca Ferrani on the attack. Ferrani on Evan Way in the battle for 10th place as they head through the S's and into the short chute. Ferrani's got a big amount of speed heading into the troublous chicane. Ferrani trying to set up around the outside, but it's such a tight corner. He's unable to happen there as that is a lap car around. Something can seize the air.
Speaking of Marteau,
I hope you know what that's from.
Yeah, I do. Marteau, speaking of, he has the fastest lap of the race last lap, a 1:21.91. He's making steady progress.
He's in 25th. He's joined our top 25 on our timing board, as that is a move by Evan Way, defending from Ferrani once more. Oh, I would be so evil.
I know you.
That's a big look by Will McIntyre Jones into the brakes. He closed a big amount of time onto Tony Jimenez. It was lap 1, though.
We don't mention it.
Lee Aberdeen under pressure by Lucas Maruk. Maruk got very tasty on the apex right there. And as they run right now, Lucas Maruk will take a 1 in the championship if Marteau stays in 21st and Maruk stays in 5th place.
Well, the championship's on the line at the moment, so I don't blame him.
Fight for the lead, Jimenez and Hermer. Hermer going slow out there. Tony Jimenez got turned in by left. Tony Jimenez is around. Hermer retakes the lead. McIntyre Jones goes around as well as Lucas Maruk jumps up into 4th. Tony Jimenez, innocent party right there. Got involved with an incident from Dayton Imhoff. Samuel Hermer had a big slowdown. This is heading into the S's. There's Dayton Imhoff up ahead, and he just ran into the back of him.
And there goes his front wing. And Tony Jimenez is looking, oh my God, I've just taken the lead.
Imhoff got into the grass. Imhoff got into the grass, into the brakes, lost control right there, hit Tony Jimenez. Samuel Hermer has damage, and all of that chaos has promoted Will McIntyre Jones into the lead of this race. Oh, it's the most unfortunate thing that you ever see.
Oh, Maruk getting a little bit twitchy into the carousel, trying to get past Glamsetter. That was extremely close and just managed to keep the car on the road. And I do think these guys are now very frustrated, very flustered, just trying to make their way through the sort of midfield with Glamsetter, Hay, and Hanper.
Will McIntyre Jones has never won a race.
Well, there you go. And I think maybe Aberdeen as well, so this could be a new Grand Prix winner.
Really hurting him right there. And Hay, well, Maruk's got caught up behind a lap car. Hay had a big slide. Nice shot. There's Jimenez down the inside at the hairpin.
I mean, I'm loving the battle so far, but Tony Jimenez is falling away.
Big late move. Little bit of a mistake in the back by Andy Flint.
I don't know how he kept that car on the track. I really don't.
It was a messy, messy move as he's side by side with someone Fessy. Podiums would be amazing for me. As that is wide by Hay. Maruk trying to look down to the inside. Here comes Glam Center. Glam Center looking down to the inside. Rising up the corner. Big slide by Glam Center. And off the track is Jimenez at nice drop, but he's got it slowed down just in time to make the corner. Whoa. Everybody getting all up and loosey-goosey right now. I think that might have been Pudicalis.
Quite sure as Tony Jimenez gets past Christian Glamsetter, but he's not going to give it up. He's got a great run. Ooh,
he's got to watch that S's, and the S really saved him. Jimenez took it in very good lines to be like, you're either slowing down or you're either crashing into me. And Tony Jimenez, very good move right there.
But Lucas Maruk really hammering it now, and he's going to have to hammer it even harder if he wants to get onto the podium here at Sonoma. And the championship sort of depends on it in his case. As Alistair Hay not really in the fight for the championship. As
yeah, he's going for that podium, Alistair Hay. No, there's nothing going to stop him. White flag is in the air for Will McIntyre Jones. Hay gets a little bit wide. Marut trying to get onto the power once more. Got onto the curb. And here comes Tony Jimenez right behind him. Three-way fight for third as they head up through Smith's Bend. Re-ride on board of Lucas Marut. Marut getting a lot of pressure on the entry of the corner. Trying to just make it extremely tight off the exit and to snipe it up onto the inside right there. But as they head up towards Knight's Drop, this is a very challenging corner to get right for Lucas Maruk. He's got to nail this corner. We saw him have a big slide through the carousel. As here we go, Maruk is calling a shot, going for the swoop back down towards the inside, but the track goes down low. Hay is spinning around, but Hay's big slide, he's kept it going, but Lucas Maruk is up in a third. Hay's on the inside now at the hairpin, and we're expecting a big send by Hay. Here we go, Hay down the inside, Maruk on the outside. Maruk looking for the switchback right there. That's cut off a lot of speed. Alistair Hay stays in third place. But in his 60th race in total of 7 iGPFun seasons, Will McIntyre Jones takes his first ever iGPFun Formula 3 victory here on iRacing. Aberdeen in second. Alistair Hay finishes in third, followed by Maruk and Tony Jimenez. Will McIntyre Jones takes the victory here today, followed by Lee Aberdeen, Alistair Hay, Lucas Maruk, Tony Jimenez, Luca Verani, and Christian Glamsetter, Leonardo Ocheri, Andy Flitt, Simon Fessy, and Tiago Marteau. Samuel Herbert and Philip Lucas, followed by Marcelo Kessler, Clark Williams, Stephen Ritters, Nick Carty, Evan Kosinowski in 18th place. They're followed by Evan Way and Zoltan Zomotor. Pablo Breme and Richard Van Veen. Justin Friesen was our biggest mover, up 21 spots today, finishing in 23, followed by Linus Mount, Chuck Morrow, Stu Millen, Marcus Otelas, and Reno Scatini in 28th. Marcus Pudikas in 29th, followed by Erwin Two McCalligans in 30th. Robert Ridgway, Matthew Gracie, and Adam Townsend, Alan Lee, and Arturo Mayorga in 35th. Ben Goyette, J.R. Schomburg, Patrick Rollins, Oldest Budicalis, Matty Hanapa, Dorian Arroyo, Reed Dennis, Kuchiaito, Potapenko, Darren Wolfson, Geeton Imhoff, Giovanni Soletto, Julio Policio, John McKenzie, Nicholas Westman, Martin Devine, Pedro Soares, Frenzal Piesnak, Chris Murakami, and David Boutiar at the end of our 55-car grid.
Will McIntyre Jones, your new winner here at Sonoma, didn't really put a foot wrong, so consistent, and just kept the car on the track where other drivers around him couldn't do the same. So props to him for just being super consistent. He may not have been the quickest on the track at some points, but hey, you don't necessarily have to be quick to win races.
Well, he's always been up and around there. He's scored podiums here and there, but McIntyre Jones, the slow improvement that we've seen him do, it's finally paid off. In his 60th start, takes his first victory. That is going to be over the moon filling for Will McIntyre Jones. Special shout out to SRP, simracingpro.com, for their support of the series. Check out their new Mission R pedals. They are extremely nice. More information at www.simracing-pro.com. SRP. as well as thank you to Virtual Racing School. I was joined by Aaron Smith, Samuli Kumo in the production booth. I'm Austin Knight, and I hope y'all have a good night.